Welcome back to Total Football, our dedicated YouTube channel on the beautiful game and all things the beautiful game. We're here today at Wellington Phoenix HQ. We're going to have a chat to Wellington Phoenix General Manager David Doe. Let's go inside and meet him. G'day Domi.
Hey Piney, good to see you.
Nice to see you too, mate. Good to be here at Phoenix HQ.
Yeah, it's nice, we like it here.
Yeah, hustle and bustle of downtown Wellington. Busy old time for you guys in the club at the moment. Lots of games to look forward to.
A very busy time, lots of games on the road, lots of games taken away out of Wellington, so yeah, we're a lot on it.
Yeah, business end of the season. Lots to talk about. Should we go grab a coffee?
Sounds good.
Can we just start with an overall overview of the Wellington Phoenix Football Club?
We're in a good space. This is obviously our 10th year now, our 10th year of the football club, and it's unrecognisable really compared to what it was when Terry started it. We invested more into the club this year than ever before in terms of the both on the field and off the field. For us it was about making a statement. We wanted to say we're here, we're part of the A League. You know, we invested in a lot of quality players, and Guy and Costa and Marco Rossi, who I think have been absolutely outstanding this year. A bit of a quiet achiever actually. And I think where we're now is we're working on a couple of quite big projects, which might take a few years to really come to fruition for what could be a significant growth of the club in the next couple of years. If
you look back to the licence saga of the back end of 2016, how difficult a time was that for you and for the guys and girls heavily involved in that process?
Do you know what? I always thought it was a little bit of a red herring. I always thought that the FFA would have been very short-sighted to get rid of the club. I don't think it was necessarily very well thought through, and they saw the reaction that came from not just the fans but the other clubs, the other chairmen of other clubs. For whatever reason, their thinking behind not having the Phoenix was very quickly overturned.
So Domi, how does it make you feel when there's still discussion around about the value of the club? High-profile pundits, the likes of Mark Bosnich, asking what does the Phoenix bring to the A-League?
For me, it doesn't bother me at all. Really, Bozza came out of left field. Again, don't necessarily think it was well thought through. I mean, if you look at what the club brings to the Hyundai A-League, in our time, in the 10 years, we've had 2 Johnny Warren medal winners, and we've supplied a third in Marco. Without the Phoenix, Marco wouldn't have joined it and wouldn't have won it with victory. And Marco's back in the A-League now. And we've bought some fantastic players, including Costa and including Smeltzy, of course. So we bring in a lot, a different angle commercially and financially as well. And we have our own connections throughout the world. We bring in a lot that Bozza, who is a commentator on football games and not being a sports administrator, wouldn't necessarily understand. So it's a little bit like, great player, Bozza, but maybe stick to your knitting. You're a commentator, stick to that, as opposed to talking about football administration.
You've been through a few ups and downs during your time at the club. Talk to me about the resignation of Ernie Merrick not so long ago. A difficult time for you and for the club?
Yeah, look, that was unexpected, I think. I mean, Ernie had made noises leading up to that game about whether he was the right person to keep going forward with the team. So he obviously had made a decision that he didn't feel like he was the right guy to carry on. And the thing is, Ernie was extremely well respected amongst the playing group, amongst us as the administration side of the business, amongst the board and the owners and the media. I mean, very well respected as a person, as a coach. But I guess, he did the honourable thing and he said, well, my time's up. I can't take the club any further or the team any further. So
Des and Chris are here for the remainder of this A-League season. So why wasn't their appointment perhaps a year and a half? So that gave them a bit of stability. And as it's not, what process will you follow at the end of this A-League season?
Essentially what Chris and Des have been given is an extended job interview. So they've really got a really good opportunity now, and we felt like at this time, given those 2 boys the end of the season, we've given them a really good opportunity to show if they are for it. Now if you look at it, Des is the youngest coach in the A-League history, and Chris is very young as well. The 2 young, enthusiastic coaches, they've got the support of the players, which is fantastic. There's the support of the board and the football committee. We're excited about how these guys are going to develop and see what happens towards the end of the season.
Pretty good time for the club recently with some run of home games and some good results. How optimistic do you feel that this side is going to be a playoff contender this season?
We've always said from the start that we need to be in playoffs. We have a pretty good history of being in playoffs in our 10 years. You need consistently to be in the playoffs because you've got to give yourselves that opportunity. Now I know no one's won the A-League outside the top 2, but there's no reason why you can't give it a good crack. If you're in the playoffs, game by game, who knows, but top 6 is absolutely crucial, absolutely crucial.
So the licence extension is a 10-year licence extension. It's a 4+3+3 with metrics, this wonderful word metrics to be met along the way. What sort of things do you need to achieve in the first 4 years of the licence extension to ensure that it is extended beyond that?
Essentially we have to be a worthwhile part of the A-League when compared against other clubs of our ilk. So there's no hard and fast metrics which says we have to be doing this, that or the other thing, but we have to be around about the same as the other clubs in the A-League in terms of, most often talked about as crowd attendance. So we have to be around about the same as what the Jets and the Mariners, Perth are doing, Adelaide are doing, that sort of thing. And we've always done that anyway, benchmarked ourselves against those clubs, because there's some stuff in there around TV viewership as well, which is a little harder for us to drive, but that's all important to us. Watching on TV, both Australia and New Zealand, is very important, and having people turn up to a games, which often at times can be diametrically opposed. So it's a bit of a tension there. But again, we come back to the fact that if we had a team, invested in good players, and we were winning games, that we felt like we could do both of those things.
And can you see a time, do you let yourself in your quiet moments, maybe driving home or lying in bed, do you imagine the Phoenix winning the A-League?
Yes, I do. If Leicester can do it, and Adelaide did it, on the back of not the most expensive squad in the A-League. There's no reason why the Phoenix can't do it. We've got a really solid squad. The coaches are in place who are doing a really good job. A really good senior leadership group in Dura and Vinny and Mossy, Mikey McGlinchey, who are pulling the squad together. Good young talent coming through. Look, there's no reason why we can't trouble every team in the A-League on our day.
Well, exciting times. It's been great to catch up, Domi. Thanks so much for giving up some of your time to have a chat to us on Total Football. All the best, and I'll certainly be not far from you when that A-League trophy is lifted by the Wellington Phoenix captain, whenever it may be.
Look forward to it, Piney.
I certainly hope you enjoyed our chat with General Manager of the Wellington Phoenix, David Dome. Just the latest in our series of football action on Total Football, your totally dedicated YouTube football channel. If you like what you saw, then make sure you subscribe using the link right there. And we'll see you next time on Total Football.